Hey, what's up, guys? Matthew Highland here. I want to discuss the potential that we are now entering a crypto bull market, which is insane to say. It's like, it doesn't even feel real to say this at this time. It feels like it's too early for this, but there's signs, very strong signs that we are. So I'm going to start with Bitcoin right now, and Bitcoin obviously has continued to move up over the past month. Around this time was the last video. We moved up since then. Ethereum is breaking out today to new daily highs of 2023. We're seeing that. I'm going to show you the resistance right here that broke through. There was a lot of people getting bearish at the bottom. Actually, most of Twitter um, was basically declaring Ethereum dead right here, like just a few days ago. And like you could just tell, like with the sentiment on Twitter, Twitter's often wrong. Like people on Twitter often like ride whatever's popular, and what's popular right now was this. Like this was popular, saying Ethereum's dead. Ethereum's going to go to $600. They were all wrong. Okay. All these people are wrong. Ethereum broke to new 2023 highs. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a small pullback here and retest this breakout. This looks like a flag kind of. Maybe we get a pullback down here to 2300 area, maybe a little bit lower, but overall we put in new highs. This is continuing to go up. This is going to head up. Um, I'm going to look at now total two, which is the entire crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. This is breaking out too. Like look at this. This is breaking out. Like there's no doubt this is breaking out. It broke this resistance right here that goes all the way back. I'm going to put it on a different time frame to make it look even better. Like look at that breakout. This was used as support right here before we headed up to all-time highs. We broke down, got rejected right here, and now we broke out again. And then if you look historically, like I posted this on Twitter a few days ago. Like look at this. This is like beautiful. Down here, same thing. When we broke this resistance, that was resistance for like this whole year at this bottom area. When we broke out, it was bull market time. Over here, this was the 2017, 2018, 2019 bear market. When we broke this resistance, this area right here, look at this. When we broke it, it was bull market time. Like, yeah, it might be a few weeks, it might be like a few months before we like really start to push up. But if you're just looking at this historically, things are showing that this is like we're starting a bull market. Like it's I don't know. Like no one's really even like saying it. Like a lot of people are like, oh, there's gonna be a pullback. A lot of people are scared, but like I guess it's just like one of those things. Like until like we get past all time highs, I think people are gonna be hesitant to say it. But like it's just looking very similar. Like we were in this zone for a year, and we broke out. We were in this zone for a year. We broke out. We were in this zone for a year. We broke out. And there's other signs too, like the S&P 500. I was discussing this today. Okay. So I could put Bitcoin over this chart. It's going to look a little bit messy, but we'll try to work with it right here. Okay. So if you look at right here, um, in this area right here, back here, let me draw a box for you guys to make it a little bit more clear. When we broke this, right? What happened? Like this was like a year-long consolidation for the S&P right here. When we broke this, that's when the bull market for crypto started, and we went up with the S&P 500. Let me shrink this a little bit. Unfortunately, this is very hard to use. This is 2020. If you look right here, same thing. We had the big dip, but what happened when we like cleared this once and for all? Look at bull market for stocks, bull market for crypto. We had it here, and now with the S&P 500, we're having it again. We're about to break out. The S&P 500, the weekly right now is in position for its highest weekly close ever. I'm going to actually delete this because you can see it at this point. We're in position currently for the highest weekly close ever for the S&P 500. So like all these signs are aligning. Like it's, in my opinion, just showing it. And here's another one, Bitcoin dominance, right? People keep getting it confused. I see like people tweeting about it that they think that when the Bitcoin dominance drops, it means that Bitcoin's going to crash. It actually means Bitcoin's going to shoot up. I'm gonna show this. a lot of people don't know this for whatever reason. It's usually just because like there's like maxis, I guess you could say, um, that put like the Bitcoin dominance as this like thing that's super good for Bitcoin if it's going up. I believe. I don't even like understand like the logic, but if you look right here, look at what happened. Bitcoin dominance dropped all the way here, and what happened? Bitcoin price shot up to 64K, continued up to 69K as dominance kept rolling over. Look at the bottom was here. Bitcoin dominance was at 69K. Now we can go back here to this bull market back here. I'm gonna drag this up a little bit. Hopefully this isn't like too confusing with these overlays. Bitcoin dominance starts to crash right here. Okay, I'm gonna put a vertical line right here. Bitcoin dominance crashes. That means the dominance was losing. It crashed from here all the way to here. And what happened? Bitcoin's price shot up. It just so like we're seeing that now. That's my point. With Bitcoin dominance currently, this might be the top. I don't really know. Like there's definitely some good signs right here that this is the top, right? We're making a lower low. We made a higher high, lower higher low, higher high, now a lower low. And this is like the first time and we're below this high right here. So like this is things that we haven't seen this whole year. This whole year it's been like I'd say like stair step up. Look at go up, go up, retest, continue. We saw this whole year, but now we're breaking down. Like this is structural like damage for the Bitcoin dominance. This is like a trend change potentially. We'll know more on the weekly close. If this closes below this previous low, uh, that's a lower low, and that's the first lower low in over a year. So there's just everything is lining up. Like there's no I don't know how to like put it. Like people are like confusing things. It just like it is what it is. Like we're starting a bull run in 2023 and it's probably going to continue into I think late 2024. I think we're going to get like some sort of top around I think I think in this area I don't really like there's no way to like know this like right now. So we'll just like stay on top of it obviously. But I think like in this area, so like a year from now, maybe like a year or maybe a little bit more than a year, maybe like a year and like 3 months. I don't know, maybe like early 2025. But I think we're gonna be close to the top in a year from now, and that that's just a great opportunity. And a lot of these altcoins, um, are down still like 95%, but most of them have been outperforming Bitcoin over the past few months. Which, of course, if you listen to me, I was telling people back in September, it's getting late to be bearish on alts while like every influencer on Twitter and YouTube, whatever, was saying, don't buy alts, don't buy alts. I was giving you guys Solana at like what, $25, $18, Chainlink at like $6, $7, something like that. A bunch of other ones. I could post more about alts. It's just something I have to think about because usually when I post alts, I guess people typically go and buy them after, which I'm not trying to like give financial advice, but I'm sure like people would like to know what I'm doing or what things I like am looking at, obviously. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So I think we might be heading into a bull run, and it would actually make sense because if you go on Twitter right now, is there anyone calling for a bull run right now? I mean, there's like a few people, but majority of people are still like hesitant. Like people are unsure of what's going on, and that's usually how bull runs start. Like when we started this run right here, people were super hesitant. They were like, "Wait." Everyone thought we were like on this timeline where we weren't gonna break 20K until like um 2021. And instead, we broke it like 6 months earlier than we broke the last one, and this time we're breaking about a year earlier than we broke the previous time. Like a lot of people thought this was gonna happen in 2024, but it's happening basically in 2023. So that's pretty much it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I haven't really had like I guess, urge to make YouTube videos. I don't really know why. I just feel like YouTube is just not a platform for growth. Like I get like there is like an opportunity to like grow on YouTube, but I feel like if Twitter ever like put out an actual video platform, it would be way better than YouTube. And that's like where like my whole primary, uh internet spaces basically like YouTube. And YouTube to me comes across as scammy. Like I think like the way to get big on YouTube is to push scams. It's to get people to FOMO into stuff, join scam exchanges and leverage exchanges and whatnot and get people wrecked. Like that's what YouTube is to me. Like YouTube is for noobs, honestly. It's no offense to anyone that like uploads videos on YouTube. I think there's like a lot of decent people on YouTube, but I think like Twitter is way better, a million times better. The information you can find on Twitter is a million times better. YouTube's just I don't know. It's if you like you're if you're using YouTube for to try to find like stuff and whatnot, I think it's the wrong place personally. You might have had success, but most of it is just self promotion. Like most of the coins, these people that you'll hear on YouTube, it's for their own like self benefit kind of like they've already like highly invested it and they're trying to use you for exit liquidity or to get you guys to pump up their coins. That's what it seems like it's mostly for. um, I don't watch like any YouTube channels like at all, like maybe just like one or two sporadically. Like I don't use YouTube. I basically get my opinion from myself, and I'm gonna continue to do that. There's people I look at on Twitter, a lot of decent ideas, decent charts, but I'll just stick to myself for now. It seems to be working pretty well, at least the last few months. So I'll see you guys.